Good afternoon, everyone. I am Stephanie Lockett-Peeler, Chair of Alpha Eta Zeta's annual Finer Womanhood Awards Key Program. On behalf of our International President, Valerie Hollingsworth-Baker, our Regional Director, Kathy R. Tatum, State Director, Jackie Henley, and Chapter President, Charlize Clark-Gwynn, I welcome you to our virtual program, Timelessly Finer. As always, before we begin any program, we pay homage to our 5 pearls. For without them, there would be no us. Also, we recognize our 25th International President, Valerie Hollingsworth-Baker. March is designated as the month for celebrating women's history. Today, we'll pay tribute to our doves, honor women in our community, and recognize members of our astounding chapter who exemplify excellence and uphold the principles of Zeta. Please welcome to the stage Miss Alice McDearman.
Good afternoon. I am Alice McDearman, co-chair of Alpha Eta Zeta's Senior Liaison Committee. I come before you to pay tribute to our Zeta doves, Sister Lula Carter, Sister Rosemary Flukers, Sister Frances Taylor, Sister Sadie Wiley, and Sister Margaret Yarbrough. Sister Lula P. Flowers Carter became a member of our sisterhood through the Todd chapter at Philander Smith College in Little Rock, Arkansas in 1955. She is a life member and has served as historian in the astounding Alpha Eta Zeta chapter. Sister Carter is a member of Centenary United Methodist Church and enjoys exercising, working puzzles, and cooking. Sister Rosemary Hudson Flukers became a member of our sisterhood at Jackson State University in Jackson, Mississippi on December 5th, 1969. She has served as treasurer and financial secretary in the astounding Alpha Eta Zeta chapter. Sister Flukers is a member of St. Andrew's AME Church, and she enjoys completing jigsaw puzzles on the computer and crossword puzzles. Sister Frances Marie Harris Taylor became a member of our sisterhood at Tennessee Normal School for Negroes, now known as Tennessee State University. She is a life member and has served as historian in the astounding Alpha Eta Zeta chapter. She enjoys reading, helping other people, and traveling. Sister Sadie Collins Wiley became a member of our illustrious sisterhood in the fall of 1959 via the Pi Alpha chapter at Lemoyne College. She has served as first vice president, treasurer, financial secretary, and fundraising chairperson in the astounding Alpha Eta Zeta chapter. She has served as parliamentarian and chair of the Necrology Committee at the Tennessee state level. Sister Wiley is a member of the New Salem Missionary Baptist Church. She enjoys traveling and fishing in her spare time. Sister Margaret Estella Gaddy Yarbrough became a member of our sisterhood via the Pi Alpha chapter at Lemoyne College in 1965. She is a life member and has served as the chairperson Alpha Eta Zeta Cinderella Ball, in addition to serving in various other capacities. She loves traveling and decorating her home for the Christmas holidays. Sister Yarbrough and her husband are super Grizzlies fans and attend all home games. This next group of ladies are our senior sisters whom we like to recognize for their many years as well. They are Sister Roxy Ball, Sister Ella Stansberry, and Sister Dolly Washington. Now we will have the introduction of our speaker.
This year's keynote speaker is no stranger to the written word, and she loves motivating others. As president of Put It in Writing Professional Writing Services and PR, she spearheads the PR and social media for several entities that include prominent African American businesses. She has used her stellar way with words to compose attention-grabbing content for entertainers such as MC Lyte, Melanie Fiona, DJ Quick, T-Pain, and Kiki Wyatt, to name a few. Jay is also an accomplished author and has currently published 8 books, which include her Someday trilogy, Things Every Good Woman Should Know, 1 and 2, Husband Wanted, and Where Do We Go From Here, 1 and 2. In 2017, Jay received the distinct honor of writing an article for the Women's Foundation for a Greater Memphis Legends Award recipient, Pat Morgan. The framed article was featured in a traveling exhibit with the state of Tennessee. Jay is a Memphis native and a proud graduate of Treadwell High School and the University of Memphis, where she obtained a Bachelor of Arts in Communication and a Master of Arts in English, with emphasis in professional and technical writing. She enjoys educating others and taught oral communications at her alma mater for a few semesters. Jay no longer teaches college, but continues to spread her wisdom through speaking engagements and social media. Everyone, please welcome our keynote speaker, Jay Henderson.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to say thank you to the committee for this event. I would like to say thank you to my sorors, and I appreciate being your speaker this afternoon for the virtual Finer Womanhood Tea. As you know, the theme this year is timelessly finer. And as I pondered how I wanted to approach this topic, I really gave some thought to what timeless meant to me. Oddly, the first thing to come into my head was fashion and hairstyles. There are just some things that never go out of style, like a little black dress, a cardigan, a well-fitted blazer, or even a ponytail. I know you said a ponytail, but think about it. We've been wearing ponytails since our mothers were combing our hair. We wore them in elementary, junior high, and on up into high school, and some of us are still wearing them into adulthood. Now, the names may have changed throughout our life. Do you remember the tree, the Afro puff, whether you called it a bun, a knot, or some other variation? But at its heart, it was still a ponytail. The ponytail may have been on the top of your head, at the nape of your neck, or over to the side, but it's still, once again, a ponytail, and it's timeless. Then my thoughts drifted to jewelry, diamonds, and our precious pearls. They've been coveted by thousands or even millions around the world since they came into popularity. Some people often get the real thing, other people get replicas, and they rock them as if they came from Tiffany's, David Yurman's, or maybe even Sissy's Log Cabin. But it doesn't matter, because the beauty remains the same. The expense might not be there, but it's still timeless because it looks good. But when we use the word timeless to describe people, I think of it in this capacity, applied to people of strong character, with things such as respect, honesty, caring, benevolent, hardworking, loving, and kind. The women who are receiving these awards today exhibit many of these attributes. It is my understanding that some outstanding sorors will be getting awards for sisterhood, service, scholarship, finer womanhood, and rising star. Their work in those areas have been deemed worthy of recognition, and I'm going to give you an early congratulations. But what about things that were once thought to be timeless that are now often being challenged? such as chastity, modesty, class, poise, and professionalism. Things that would have made our grandmothers clutch their pearls are now popular, and many of the ideals that I was raised with are now considered old-fashioned, the way things used to be, or a shedding of misplaced ideals. For example, now if you comment on a young woman's scantily clothed body, you're slut-shaming, as if that word is something to be proud of. It's now sometimes seen as a badge of honor. It is now a woman's prerogative to show her body whenever, however, wherever, whether it be on the internet, in the club, or at a sporting event. It's your right to disagree or agree. I did not come here to debate fashion with you. But what I want to point out is when it comes to the things that really matter, we must return to those characteristics that are considered timeless. While I personally may not approve of bonnets in public, deep plunging necklines in the workplace, or shorts that expose buttocks in places where children play, I recognize what's more important than a woman's attire is her character. Does she possess a kind heart, a loving demeanor, a sweet spirit? Is she intelligent? Does she have respect for all? I may not care for hair, the color of fire trucks and rainbows. As you can tell, I'm a bit more conservative, but I'm more concerned about if you find time to help those in need. Do you speak with softness instead of yelling? Do you exhibit kindness where it's needed the most? We're living in a time when manufactured drama disguised as reality receives high ratings. Throwing shade, which is really no more than a subtle insult, is regarded as a skill, and harsh clapbacks are considered cool, and too many people have keyboard courage and are willing to say to people on the internet what they would never, ever, ever say to their faces. Therefore, I am grateful for individuals who choose to use their platform to educate, encourage, inspire, help others, and love. During those times when correction is needed, they respond with a whisper rather than a yell. And pulling someone to the side in order to right wrongs is more impactful than putting them on blast for the world to see. Don't misunderstand me. I do realize there are times when a person deserves to be read for filth, as they say. But always check your intentions. Are your intentions to educate or embarrass, to correct or cancel, to deconstruct or destroy, to improve or impale? I can fix crowns just as adequately in private as I can in public. Cancel culture has people wanting to destroy entire careers and livelihoods because someone made a mistake or possibly said or did something they deemed inappropriate. But before we land that mortal combat, finish her blow, we must ask if grace and forgiveness can be applied in that particular instance. So I ask you, as you go about your day being finer, are you also being timeless? Once upon a time, I felt like I had to tell people whatever was on my mind. If I thought it, you needed to know it. But then I got older, I got wiser, I messed up a few times. And I realized that my ideals and my morals are directly derived from my experiences and my upbringing. And we all have had different experiences and different upbringings. And that doesn't mean that mine is any better than anyone else's. But don't get it twisted. I don't believe I'm above anyone, but I do believe that there are some things that may possibly be beneath me. But I can always step back and allow people to do what's best and most comfortable for them. I just ask that they give me the same grace and consideration. Before I close, let me ask you another question. My sisters, do you remember The House by the Side of the Road? That poem by Sam Walter Foss? I first learned it as I was going through the intake process. I wasn't asked to memorize it, but I was asked to read the words, understand what they mean, and keep them near and dear to my heart. The last stanza reads, Let me live in a house by the side of the road where the race of men go by. They are good, they are bad, they are weak, they are strong, wise, foolish, as am I. Then why should I sit in the scorner's seat or hurl the cynic's ban? Let me live in a house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. I'm not saying that anyone that's been listening to me here today is not being a friend to man. But what I am asking you to do is be a better friend to man. In instances where you can be a little bit kinder, please do so. It may even be in times when people are not being as kind to you. If this COVID-19 pandemic has taught us anything, it's the frailty of life. We've had people who were here today and gone tomorrow. And because we don't know what people are going through or what they've been through, let's just exercise a little bit more love. I know we all have to leave this earth one day. And when I leave and my sisters gather around my casket to give their final goodbyes, I hope they say that I operated in kindness, that I gave with love, that I was a good person, that I was encouraging, and that I was inspiring. I don't want them to just say that I was finer. I hope that they will say that I am timelessly finer. So I want to say once again thank you for this opportunity to speak to you. I hope I said some things that you can take with you today and use in your daily lives. So you all have a good afternoon, and may the good Lord bless you real good.
Thank you so much, Sister J. Henderson, for that wonderful, wonderful speech and for sharing your nuggets of knowledge with us. We are most appreciative. At this time, we will have our Zeta Community Awards presented by Sister Brianna Giles, and she will be followed by Sister Jamaica Phillips, who will be presenting the Zeta Principal Awards.
Good afternoon. I am Brianna Giles, and I will be presenting the Zeta Community Awards. The first award is a Zeta Finance Award. This recipient of the Zeta Finance Award has been selling in the multi-million-dollar club by the Memphis Area Association of Realtors. This club requires members to sell $3.5 million in sales volume. She was recognized in February 2022, servicing the Memphis, Olive Branch, and South Haven areas. This award goes to Tracy Jefferson. This next award is for the Zeta Public Service Award. The recipient for this award is an Assistant District Attorney with the Shelby County District Attorney General's Office, where she is currently assigned as a community prosecutor at Mount Moriah Station. She gives back to the community by working with the youth and participated with various organizations that have positively impacted the lives of young people. In her role as prosecutor, she started a program to educate high school students and about various career options in the criminal justice system. This award will be presented to Tracy Jones. Our last Zeta Community Award is the Zeta Religion Award. The recipient for this award is an ordained minister, preacher, teacher, and published freelance writer, and is currently pursuing her doctorate at the University of Memphis College of Professional and Liberal Studies Department. The recipient for this award is the Senior Associate Minister and current past Executive Assistant to the Pastor, Dr. Eric L. Winston Sr. at Zion Baptist Church in Memphis, Tennessee. She has served with God Squad Marriage Ministry from 2017 to October 2021. This award goes to Reverend Bunny Oliver Brandon.
Good afternoon to my astounding sisters of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, and to you, our distinguished guests. I am Jamaica T. Phillips, and I am honored to stand before you to present to you this year's recipients of our Zeta Principal Awards. Zeta Phi Beta's 4 founding principles are scholarship, service, sisterhood, and finer womanhood. Our first principle is scholarship. And scholarship is defined as having the character, qualities, activity, or attainments of a scholar. It's academic study or achievement and learning at a high level. Our 2022 Scholarship Award recipient is none other than Sister Christina Lumpkin. Our next principle is service. Service is defined as something or someone intending to provide a help to others. That's in its simplest terms. Of course, this year, this sister embodies service. Our 2022 Service Award recipient is Sister Charlotte Ghostin. Our third principle is sisterhood. Sisterhood is an association, society, or community of women linked by a common interest, religion, or trade. It's the relationship between sisters. Our 2022 Sisterhood Award recipient is none other than Sister Deidre Whitsitt. Our final principle is finer womanhood. Finer womanhood is defined as distinguishing characteristics of a woman, one superior in kind, quality, or appearance, marked by or affecting elegance or refinement. A finer woman is someone who epitomizes the true ideals of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Our 2022 Finer Womanhood Award recipient is none other than the chairwoman herself of this year's Finer Womanhood Committee, Sister Cassandra Anderson.
Good afternoon. I'm Charlize Clark Gwynn. I'm here next to present the Rising Star Award. This sister became a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated via Alpha Eta Zeta chapter in 2020. She came in and hit the ground running. She serves on the Bylaws, Sister to Sister, and Southern Heritage Classic committees. She's attended 4 conferences and has completed a number of Zeta certifications since her short time as a member. This sister is always displaying a willing and eagerness to learn and to serve. I am honored and excited to announce the 2022 Rising Star Award goes to Miss Maya Hayes, the President's Award. Being the president of an award-winning chapter with such a dynamic history is no easy feat. Having the support of your sisters is a key aspect to your success, not only as president, but as the chapter. The sister I selected for this year's award has now been with Alpha Eta Zeta chapter for 2 years. During her time with us, she immediately stepped forward and started serving. This year, she serves on 5 committees and chairs one of them. Whenever I call, she never hesitates to answer, one and all. It is my honor, and I'm excited to announce that Sister Doreen's favorite is the 2022 President's Choice Award. On behalf of all of our members serving the greater Memphis community, I extend a sincere thanks to each of you for joining and supporting our virtual Finer Womanhood Tea with the Doves today. Thank you to each of our committee members who played an instrumental role in the successful execution of this event. Without you, your work, and your vision, this event could not have happened. Thank you again for joining us today. I hope you will continue to support Alpha Eta Zeta chapter as we strive to serve and uplift the greater Memphis community.
Good afternoon. I am Cassandra Anderson, chairwoman of the Finer Womanhood Committee. I hope you all have enjoyed this program. As we come to an end, I would like to thank each of our viewers for spending time with us this afternoon. As we honor the women who make the difference in our communities and our organizations daily. Special thanks to everyone that made the program possible. Our keynote speaker, Sister J. Henderson. Sister J. Henderson, would you please join me? This is a small token to thank you for sharing with us today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Our director, Ebony Lemons, cinematographer, Mr. Preston Williams, and last but certainly not least, Alpha Eta Zeta's Finer Womanhood Committee members. This concludes our Finer Womanhood Tea, Enjoy the rest of your day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.